Hey people, it is Thursday, June the 3rd, and it is 2:10 in the afternoon, and it is around 20 degrees Celsius and rather humid. And I'm here at the corner of Dundas Street West and Bathurst Street, and I'll just be walking east along Dundas Street. Into the heart of downtown. Bathurst Street is basically the western limit of what is considered downtown Toronto. So the stay-at-home order is no longer in effect. It was lifted yesterday. So some people who have been actually staying home might be out and about now for the first time in a long time. Although I think most people stopped staying home a while back when the weather got nice. It was always permitted to go out for walks anyway. That was considered essential exercise, as well as going out for groceries and appointments and other such necessary things. So throughout the whole stay-at-home order, there were always people out and about, and it was perfectly fine. Now maybe there might be a few more. Of course, the lockdown is still in effect until June 14th. So for now, restaurants are still limited to takeout and delivery, and retail stores are still limited to curbside pickup and online orders unless they're considered essential retailers, such as grocery stores and drug stores and liquor stores for some reason. So nothing will change for at least the next 2 weeks or so, unless the government decides to bump up that date. But for now it's set at June 14th. Cases have been falling steadily. Vaccine rates are growing at a healthy rate. I think something like 70% of the city has had at least one shot now. I got my shot on April the 20th, so it's been a while. Still haven't had my second shot. And there's a look at the Alexandra Park housing project, with downtown office towers looming behind. This housing project is getting a major redevelopment, similar to Regent Park. Lots of the old buildings are being demolished and new modern apartment buildings are replacing them. Okay. I did a walkthrough of the Alexandra Park housing project a couple months back. If you're interested in that. So I'm just about to walk past Kensington Market, so maybe I'll just take a little detour through part of the market here. I just turned north onto Augusta Avenue. This is usually regarded as the city's most eclectic neighborhood and the most bohemian neighborhood.
How you doing? I'm doing all right. You know, taking it easy.
This is the sort of area where you will never find a chain store. And anytime a chain store thinks about locating here, they get chased out of the neighborhood immediately. There are perhaps a few local chains that have locations here, but that's about as close as you'll come to finding a chain store here in Kensington. Usually something like a coffee shop or a burrito store might have some other locations in the city.
It wasn't late today.
I believe that guy just cut the cheese just as he walked past me. We'll see if that shows up on the video. He probably did it on purpose when he saw I was holding a camera. He looks like the type of guy who could just fart on demand. All right. So I'll head down Baldwin Street. Another look up Augusta. That's something you don't see too often, is a big honking pickup truck driving through Kensington Market. Anytime I see a big pickup truck in the city that isn't part of a construction business or something, I just assume it's someone visiting from the suburbs or from a smaller town or city outside of Toronto. And it smells like fish here. And this is probably why. And I see we got some music up ahead, so I might have to talk loudly as we pass this corner here. So I will talk over this music starting right now. He's got it blasting out of his car like it's a nightclub here. Yeah, that's cool, man. That's so cool. We don't need to hear the music. I know it's fun and all, but it causes copyright strikes, so I don't want to hear it. I'll just keep talking over it. I'll just keep talking over it. I'll just keep talking over it. And there's more music here. Ay, ay, ay. Can't get away from it here. Every time I come to Kensington Market, it happens, and I think, oh yeah, that's right, Kensington Market. The neighborhood with the music blasting everywhere. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed my little impromptu song there.
Yeah, you're not going to do it.
So now we're on Kensington Avenue. And all these old Victorian homes have been converted into these funky vintage stores. If you ever want to pretend it's 1969 and you're looking for some new tie-dye, this is where you come. And if you want some of those little funky round John Lennon style glasses.
Well, no, those guys were back with your audience for sure. Yeah. Hang on here again. So this is where it goes.
Got some nice paint jobs here. That's a cool shot of the tower poking up behind the old Victorian homes. King of Kensington. That was a popular Canadian TV show that was set in this neighborhood in the 1970s. And those mannequins have been sitting up there for at least 25 years, if not more. And there's some of the funky tie-dye. Bet you these places can't wait until the 14th, when they'll finally be allowed to have in-store shopping again. But they do quite well with these little outside stalls here. And this van is always here. Sure, lots of Shea stickers on there. And here we're back out at Dundas Street. So now we're coming into Chinatown. Kensington and Chinatown are side by side here. There's the Dragon City Mall. The coolest thing about this mall is that staircase there, where you get an awesome view of downtown from the top. And as soon as the restrictions are lifted, I'm going to go in there in one of my videos. So here's Spadina Avenue. Oh, this is the heart of Chinatown here. It extends north and south here on Spadina, and east and west along Dundas. Even though none of these restaurants in the neighborhood are permitted indoor dining or even are set up for outdoor dining once that's even permitted, the neighborhood is still fairly active right now. It's getting a bit of its old vitality back, but I think a lot of these restaurants must be hurting pretty bad after being limited to takeout and delivery for like the last year or so. Because once outdoor dining is permitted, hopefully by the middle of June, most of these restaurants are not even set up for outdoor dining. There's just no room for them to put patios on the sidewalk, so that won't do them any good. They really have to wait until indoor dining is permitted again before they can get back to normal.
Should we do the whole thing we just did, but opposite that? Go back. Yeah.
I've always gotten a kick out of the name of this place, Lucky Charm Moose Village. They got the big statue of the colorful moose up there. Oh, looks like I'm out of luck. Can't cross here, and I can't cross here either. I think I'll head down and take a walk through of Grange Park. It's one of the nicest downtown parks. It recently got a major overhaul to make it even nicer than it already was, and they did a great job. It's become very popular. Now we're walking south here on Beverley Street. Here we are. That's the backside of the Art Gallery of Ontario. And there's OCAD University. That bizarre building on the stilts. And this is a sculpture by Henry Moore called Two Large Forms. I would say that's a perfect description.
Sparky.
And there's the dog park. Park is a bit on the quiet side right now. Sometimes it's packed with people. I think that happens later in the afternoon and early evening on a nice warm night, though, is when the park tends to fill up. And there's a look straight down John Street. And here's the tower of a church, I believe, that was lost to fire, and this is all that remains. 1844. It's kind of a cool old ruin. So that's it. I think I'll wrap up this walk here. So I hope you enjoyed the walk. Starting from Bathurst and Dundas, and then heading east along Dundas. A little detour through Kensington Market. And through Chinatown. And then here to the beautiful Grange Park. So leave a comment below. Let me know your thoughts. And make sure you hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. And if you'd like to support the channel, there's a link in the description for both PayPal and my new merch store, where you can get shirts and hoodies and mugs, all with the Ken Continuum logo on them. And you can also find me on Instagram under K Continuum. So thanks for watching, and be sure to keep checking back, because, as always, I will continue.